They went ahead and started with the 4,400 outstanding absentee ballots because they have to go through this process anyway. That went very quickly, went well. They took a break and they had to kind of shift the software over to load those 3,200 batches. We cannot tabulate those until we're done with the 3,200 batches that we're re-adjudicating from election night. And remember, most of those ballots are reported right now, but the ones out of those batches that are not reported now are the ones that had been adjudicated. That was what was throwing the error on Tuesday night. We have the Dominion technical people here today, and they'll be here through this process. So as we process those, and if they see that error, and we're not at that point yet, they know how to override that error to get these adjudicated ballots to show up. So of those, all of those ballots that got pushed through that night, the ones that did not show up in the tabulation are the ones that had to be adjudicated. And if you remember, those are the ones where someone makes an error marking. They didn't fill in the bubbles. They did something that kept the scanner from being able to read it. In some cases, it's a double vote. Maybe they selected two people in a race where you can only select one. Those are the things that the scanner can't compute, and it kicks it out to this adjudication group. They go and see if they can determine intent. So let's just say a person, instead of bubbling in, X'd or did a check mark, scanner can't read it, but these folks can see that it's a vote for that person because they can see through the whole ballot. If there's a double vote in a race, that particular race won't count, but the other things on the ballot will count. But that's what they're doing now. When they get through with all of that, and this may take a couple of days to do, it may take longer, they'll push those again, and then those ballots that had to be adjudicated, that are having to be re-adjudicated, they will show up in our final count. Then we'll push the 4,400 absentee by mail ballots that came in on election day that we've been unable to run so far, any provisionals that need to go, and then there was a card from advanced in-person voting at Shorty Howell that was corrupt, and they were able to go back then and rescan those paper ballots to get those numbers back, and so they'll add that as well. Matter of fact, they're scheduled to work through Sunday. We're hoping that we do not have to work through Sunday on this. These people are working really hard. They're making very good progress right now. Christy will give you an update on that progress. But if they finish sooner, they finish sooner. If we have to go through this weekend, we're going to go through this weekend. We're not going to break and start again next week.